That was a reality check today. A reality check. It was a reality check for us, okay? Because the reality is we have Graham Potter as our manager, not Harry Potter. He's not a wizard who can fix all West Ham United's problems with a wave of a wand. And it was a reality check for Graham Potter as well, because now he has seen all sides of the players that he has to work with now. He has seen the good, the bad, and the extremely goddamn slow. Because that's what we were today. We were slow. Now, I don't think the first half performance was terrible. I thought we had a really good structure and we were keeping that shape and we were passing it around okay, but we were really struggling to break down a very resilient Crystal Palace defence, especially without some of our most talented attacking players. I also thought it was the same for Crystal Palace in their first half. They were playing okay, but they were struggling to break down our resilient defence, because I did think we were defending really well in our first half, but Crystal Palace did look more of a threat going forward because they have their attacking players available and they had a lot more pace up top. But as soon as we went behind in the second half, and when it comes to that goal, I do think that Kilman should have been a lot closer to Mateta. He did allow him a little bit too much space to get that shot off. That's when the game pretty much turned into a training session for Crystal Palace. As far as I'm concerned, we just made it way too easy for them to defend against us because we just kept on doing the same things. We were just passing it sideways. The passes were slow. There was a real lack of movement, a lack of energy, a lack of passion, desire. Decision making was slow. I said in my in-stadium review, it felt like we were taking 3 seconds to make a 1 second decision, because there was a lot of times where you saw someone have the ball and you're like, you saw the pass that they needed to make, but they didn't make it quick enough, and by the time they did, a Crystal Palace player had come to close them down, which made their next pass a lot more difficult. So we just ended up going side to side to side, or we ended up losing it. And honestly, that game could have gone on for another 90 minutes and we still never would have got a shot on target. Not one shot on target today at home. That's just ridiculous. So as I said earlier, he has now seen what this squad is capable of, both good and bad, and hopefully now he has identified the areas that he really needs to address. Will he be able to address all those issues in this January transfer window? No, he won't, but we do have to keep in mind that some of those issues may be addressed by the players who are still to come back, like Bowen and Somerville and Todibo, and hopefully eventually Falkirk as well. And I do think if we had Bowen and Somerville especially today, that performance would have been a hell of a lot different. But there was one positive from today, and that was Lewis Alford making his Premier League debut. Absolutely brilliant to see him out there. So if it wasn't clear before, I think it definitely is now that this man has a very difficult job on his hands. But I do believe that he is more than capable of handling it. As per usual, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and for more West Ham United news updates and opinions, do not forget to hit that follow button.